How do you convert that into a long-term strategic endgame where Israel is secure on a durable basis and where Gaza emerges where Hamas is not in power? And the best way to do that, in judgment, is to have a political solution, a political track alongside the military track, and that starts with the basic concept of essentially trying to make sure that the ordinary civilians of Gaza, the innocent people of Gaza, are not being put in a position where things are so bad that they all become radicalized and you have nothing to work with going forward.
Which is kind of...
There is not a conflict in the world in modern history where as many people in the US government, up to and including the National Security Advisor, could count for you the daily number of trucks, the crossings, the roadblocks, the obstacles, as in this case. It is under the most intense microscope, understandably, because people are suffering. It means that every single day, I personally am getting a report on the humanitarian situation. I'm getting a list of the things that we need to ask of Israel to try to alleviate it, and working that day in, day out, and never being satisfied, because at the end of the day, in a war zone like this, you always want to be pushing for more. First of all, we have to recognize that the minute Damascus fell, ISIS began to look for any opportunity it could take to reconstitute, grow, spread, and ultimately recreate a platform from which to threaten the United States and Americans around the world. And so within hours of Assad falling and HTS rolling into Damascus, the president ordered the US military to take military action against ISIS personnel and ISIS facilities in the central Syrian desert, the Badia, and we're gonna have to continue to do that. Other countries, other actors, particularly our enemies and adversaries, look at transitions as moments of opportunity because you have this seam between an outgoing administration and incoming administration. And so the imperative on us, both the outgoing Biden administration, the incoming Trump administration, has to be to lash up more tightly than is typical, to spend more time together than is typical, and to try to ensure we are sending a common, clear message to both friends and adversaries in the Middle East